What up, bros? It's Bran back with another video, and today I'm going to showcase the build stats and explain some of the combos and give you some tips for Sharpshooter and PvP. This will be the build that I use to get to 2100 diamond with a 70% win rate on Sharpshooter. I believe at that point I was the number 3 Sharpshooter in all of NA. But let's get right into it, guys. Alright, first things first, we're going to go through the build. I'm using a pretty standard Sharpshooter build. Nothing too crazy here, but let's just go through it. We're going to do Atomic Arrow with Swift Fingers and Heavy Bomb. We're going to use Moving Slash with Excellent Mobility, Repulse, and Survival. Blade Storm with Raged Hit, Poison Blade, and Shadow Dance. Claymore Mine with Swift Fingers, Thunderbolt, and Storm Surge. Charge Shot with Quick Prep, Double Shot, and Fast Fire. Salvo with Quick Pace, Arrow Blanket, and Stealthy Movement. Stalker with Excellent Mobility and Tenacity. And Snipe with Insight, Perfection, Easy Prey. And the awakening that we're going to pick is Golden Eye. Now for stats, it's my personal preference. I choose swiftness and 750 swiftness and 250 crit because I believe the impact of the snipe crits is the most important thing about having a chance to carry games on Sharpshooter. You could also run 750 swiftness, 1 crit, and then either 249 spec or domination. Domination for more combo damage, spec for more meter generation and more damage on your hawk abilities. I prefer the crit. I'll 100% always stick with the crit. If you've played Sharpshooter in PvP, you know the difference between your snipe critting and snipe not critting. It's a massive difference, so I will be sticking with the crit personally. Now I kind of just want to walk through each ability and explain its use scenarios. So for Atomic Arrow, what it's going to do is it's going to apply a 50% slow to the target initially, and then after a few seconds, it's going to explode and knock them down. This is a great ability. This is a great combo extender ability, and this is a great kiting ability. If you have someone chasing you, like say I'm running away from this guy and I just hit him with a quick Atomic Arrow, now he's 50% slow. There's no way he's going to catch me at that point. And he's also going to get knocked down at the end if he doesn't do something about it. Now, Snipe is the highest damage ability we have in our toolkit. This is probably the hardest ability to get off, potentially in the game, but definitely for Sharpshooter, it's the hardest ability to get off in a competitive scenario. So what you want to do is charge it up, and when it gets into that perfect range, you hit somebody with it, and if it crits, it's going to be doing a massive amount of damage. There is definitely ways to increase your chances of getting this ability off. We will talk about that once we get more into combos and stuff like that. Now, Charge Shot is a combo ability. It can also be used to peel your teammates, but most of the time you're going to be using this as a part of your combo. Just a one-tap charge like that. Because of the tripods we take, we don't need to charge it up for maximum damage. You can also do it from range like this. Great for poke or for peeling your teammates, as I said. Now we're moving on to Stalker. This is really our only super armored ability. Escape tool. It also has a knockdown like so. You can jump on top of their head and it knocks them down. Most of the time you're using this to escape after you do a combo. So say you combo this guy, you charge shot him at the end, Atomic Arrowed him, and then you can Stalker out as one of his teammates is coming in to peel you. Now Claymore Mine is one of our best abilities on our toolkit in PvP. Is going to be our hard CC. You can use this ability to peel teammates. You can use it to initiate out of stealth. It's just a great ability. Great ability. All right, and we're going to talk about Moving Slash now. This is our combo initiator and also a mobility / escape tool. But most of the time you'll probably using it to initiate your combos. So you'll Moving Slash in and get a nice stagger there to initiate your combo. Now Blade Storm is our first combo extender. So you would Moving Slash in and you can start with a Blade Storm, and its Shadow Dance is going to leave. You can immediately start moving and the person will continue to be staggered as you move away. It's very important to know that. This allows us to use abilities while they're still staggered from that blade storm. We can charge on them like that. Talk about more of that in the combo section. Now salvo is our stealth ability. You have 2 seconds after the animation of salvo finishes to stealth and get into a position that you want to do whatever you're trying to do, whether it is initiate a combo or get off a nice off-angle snipe that they're not expecting from maybe out of FOV. But most of the time you're going to use it stealth in, get a nice moving slash on someone and start a combo. Now our identity is an amazing ability actually in PvP. The way I like to use it is I pop it as soon as I can get it. If I'm healthy enough to maintain it, I'll pop it. If I'm too low and I believe I'm seconds from dying, I'll hold on to it for my next life. But most of the time I'm just going to pop it, and you're giving movement speed to your entire team, which is very important. 4% movement speed to your entire team. Now, Wings of Storm does a decent amount of damage, but the best ability we have here is Last Rush, and you're also going to be super armored when you use this ability. So say a Deathblade's about to jump on me here. Say let's say, for example, I just comboed him. I stalk her out. Now I have no cooldowns up. I have nothing. Like, let's say Claymore Mine. All my abilities are down. He jumps on me. I see him axling in. I can Death Strike him like that. Sorry, not Death Strike. Last Rush him like that. I'll be super armored, and I'll knock him down again, and now he doesn't have his roll, and I can do things with that. All right. Now let's talk about Goldeneye. Something I'll go into more depth with it in the combo section, but the first thing I want you to know is when you use Goldeneye, after you finish the animation, you are stealth for a decent amount of time. A very decent amount of time. I believe it's 6 seconds. Let's do it again. 6 seconds you're stealth for. Make sure you understand that and how important that is if you don't want to do a combo off of your Goldeneye, which, again, we'll talk about in the combo section. All right, let's move on. All right, so first thing I want to talk about the basic combos. Super basic, very easy. You're stealthing. You find someone off guard. You're gonna moving slash into a blade storm, charge shot. That's our most basic combo. Get that down. You'll want to get used to that. Moving slash, blade storm. While they're staggered, you can get the charge shot off. Instant cast the charge shot. Okay. Now we can extend this combo a bit. So let's do it again. We can stealth in, moving slash, blade storm, charge shot, and while they're knocked down, apply the atomic arrow. Now, there's options for the enemy at this point, but let's say he makes the worst option. We hit the combo, blade storm, charge shot, and atomic arrow. Worst thing he can do right now is instantly roll and then allow himself to get knocked down by that atomic arrow again. So now he has no roll, and you can line up the snipe. So let's just show that again. Again, we're assuming the enemy player is making the worst decision he can. So we're gonna moving slash, blade storm, charge shot, atomic arrow him, and now we see he rolled, and we know he's about to get knocked down. So we're already charging the snipe, and we snipe him off of it. And if that snipe crits, this guy is probably dead. Okay. Now what he can do. To get, like, there's a lot of things he can do. He can opt to not roll out of off the ground while he has the atomic arrow on the ground, or he can roll and then just use a super armored ability to make sure he doesn't get knocked by the atomic arrow. But just keep an eye on it when you do that ability. Keep an eye on that person, see if they're making the right play, and if they don't, punish them with the snipe. Now, another combo we can do for initiation, we can just do a simple moving slash directly into a Claymore Mine like that. So again, it'd be moving slash directly into a Claymore Mine. Sometimes you'll be able to catch multiple people. Let's say there's another person that you caught right here, and we landed right here from our moving slash. Now we want to put the charge shot in between both of them like that, and you'll knock both of them. And then go ahead and apply that atomic arrow to one of them. Again, watch for them to make a mistake. Punish them with a snipe. Now, another combo we can do is when we have our identity up. I like to come in with the moving slash, blade storm, charge shot, pull out the hawk, drop wings of storm, knock him down again with the last rush, and then apply the atomic arrow. And same goes for what we said about atomic arrow. We're always watching to punish them with the snipe. Now, uses of snipe outside of the atomic arrow punish. You're watching your teammates. You're always trying to keep an eye on your teammates as a sharpshooter. You can help them in so many ways with Claymore Mine, with the long range charge shot, and also with snipe. So let's say that There are two Deathblades fighting each other here, one on your team, one on their team, and they're just super armor poking each other, right? Nobody's getting knocked down. You can try to get at like a max range snipe, like kind of like this, and catch them off guard if they're not paying attention. They're too worried about the matchup, the mirror matchup, like who's gonna get the better of the super armors there when the Deathblade versus Deathblade. And a lot of the times you can just get a nice free snipe in from an off angle if they're not watching, or if you're in a position of FOV advantage. Now, something you definitely want to understand is tracking enemies' rolls. So let's say that as we said a second ago, two people are fighting over here, or maybe you just lined up a nice snipe and you get the snipe. This guy rolls. Now it's time to go and viz. Find this guy again, because we know he has no roll. Get in, moving slash, do your basic combo and punch him. And now you know he has no roll to get up. And you and your team can punish him very hard. Now I wanted to talk about how I like to use my GoldenEye in the perfect situation. This is how I'm trying to use my Awakening every single game. I want to be able to get this combo off. I guess we could consider this a Sharpshooter advanced combo, but let's get right into it. So at the start of the game, I actually am looking to do this almost every single time at the start of the game. I believe it's such high tempo. If I'm allowed to do it, I'm obviously going to read the situation, and if I can get away with it, I do it every time. So the play is we salvo across the map, we moving slash in, get the Blade Storm, we immediately Awakening these two guys together and immediately start charging the snipe, and as they hit the ground, you snipe them. Just like that. That is the best case scenario for an opener for a Sharpshooter in any PvP match in this game. The amount of damage you are doing, especially if that snipe crits, is insane. Those guys are going to be under 50% health at best, assuming you didn't get peeled on your snipe by the third person or whatever the case is. But that's what I like to do for my Awakening. That is how I like to use my Awakening every single time. Again, I'll show it on this one guy here. It's going to be a moving slash into a Blade Storm, immediately ult him up into the air and start up charging your snipe. As he hits the ground, you snipe him before he rolls. Okay? Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope I helped. Last second tips here. If you watched all the way through the video, thank you so much. Last second tips. Make sure you're using Atomic Arrow on cooldown. Even if you have nothing else up, make sure you're staying near your teammate. Just throw it. Even just throwing an Atomic Arrow on your teammate can be, to help your teammate, can be a massive, massive impact. It slows them. It knocks them down. It's a threat. Keep that in mind. Also, usage of your Claymore Mine is going to separate you from the other Sharpshooters. Understanding when to peel your team, like if you're watching the Artillerist and he catches your team and you're instantly there to Claymore Mine the Artillerist off your teammate, he can get out there with minimal damage taken. Same goes for long range charge shot. For someone that's not push immune at that point, you can knock them down off of your teammate and help them out a lot. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Good luck out there, push and rank on your Sharpshooter. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And also follow me over on twitch.tv/BranTVX. I'll be trying to stream more PvP content and also PvE content as they come out with more of the raids in the future. Thank you guys. Peace. Alright guys, gonna do a little commentary over the top of the match that got me to Diamond. Apologize for the lack of game sound. It was muted because I did pull this straight off of my stream and I was listening to music, so the VOD is muted unfortunately. But we are against an Artillerist, Striker, and Deathblade. And we have Paladin and a Deathblade on our team. So we do have the support advantage, which is always amazing in PvP. I wish it wasn't like this, but if you have a support, you're usually at a comp advantage. But let's see if we can go for that opener that I was talking about. Like I said, this is how I always want to start my games with moving/in, Claymore Mine, immediately dash forward into the ult, into a snipe off the fall. And look at the HP of the Striker. I already did about 70% of his HP. Now I want to go back for what I just did there. Pretty important because what he wants to do now, I just used a lot of my cooldowns. He knows I have low cooldowns now because I just dumped a lot to get that nice low combo off at the beginning. He tries to dash in. Paladin catches him with a nice stun here, and I'm moving slash back in for a nice little combo. I did the moving slash blade storm charge shot into atomic era, and then I'm just gonna stealth because now I have nothing up. Now I'm looking to help my team get in there. Nice little atomic arrow on top of it. He's knocked down. He should get finished up by the team here. He's able to dodge around the map. It's fine. He's got 1 HP. I ping him. He gets finished up. Now we're at a 3v2, and I see that they're moving forward, so I look for an opportunity to snipe while they were trying to catch my Deathblade. I catch the artillerist, and then my Deathblade tries to punish him off of the knockdown from the snipe. Now I see I'm low cooldowns, and this Deathblade is inting for me, so I'm just trying to kite him back. He does catch me, but I get him with a nice charge shot, and now we're just trying to kite him out. And he overextends into me again, gets hit by the Claymore Mine into knockdown. Now I have Atomic Arrow and Snipe. I thought he didn't have roll. That was a mistake. He did have roll again. So now I'm stealth looking for him again. But it looks like my team got killed here, so I'm just going to fall back to my team. Regrouping with the team, and I'm just constantly looking for stealth openers. But unfortunately, I've been playing against this striker a few times in a row now at this point. So I knew he's going to be hunting for me. Let's go ahead and go back here. So I go for the stealth opener. Striker knows it's coming. He's looking for me. Try to catch him with the Claymore Mine. He makes a nice play to dodge it. I'm moving slash out. I moving slash out and Stalker back at them to try to get the knockdown. Unfortunately, it barely misses the striker's head there. So at this point, right here, I'm out of defensive abilities here. Charge shot's not up. Atomic Arrow is not going to do nothing for me in a melee range versus 2 melee. Blade Storm isn't going to do anything because the Deathblade is super armored here. So the only option I really had was my identity. So I chose to pull out the Hawk and immediately use Lash Rush so that I'm super armored and I'm launching a knockdown forward while I'm super armored. This was my best option that I had, so I used it immediately with no thought about it. It's not a waste of a cooldown in any means. So I did what I could there, but at the end of the day, it is a 2v1. But I do have the knockdown on the... I had the Atomic Arrow on the Striker, so I didn't take that much damage. And then my Paladin reacts and helps. Bad Claymore Mine there to him while he was immune. And then I also get caught by the Gatling gun while I was looking for the Striker. Several mistakes there in a row. Easy to clean those up, though. So now when the Striker's getting knocked down, I look to add some damage with a moving slash blade storm charge shot. Unfortunately, I get knocked down again. Now I'm just trying to help my team get a nice little double Claymore here. Should be able to get something nice off of this, but I was too low, and they finished me up. So to respawn, this is just a bloodbath at this point. It's constant fighting. So I'm going to stealth in, immediately try to get something going here, and I walk right into the Gatling gun like an idiot. Another mistake by me, but I do catch the Striker here and then hit him with a nice full combo. Stealth away from him. I assumed he was going to be still following me there, so I decided to moving slash out of FOV. Ended up being a mistake. And now I'm just getting punished by the Deathblade. Catch the Deathblade with a nice Claymore here, and we can punish him. Nice little chunk of damage there. Decide to stealth. Now I still need to help my teammate, so I'm throwing an Atomic Arrow in there, doing what I can. My only option now at this point is my identity, so I'm looking for that. Get a nice Atomic Arrow on that Deathblade. So she got knocked down there, I believe, and then our Deathblade was trying to punish her. Nothing came out of it, though. They just have a lot of mobility. This is a very hard comp to play into as a Sharpshooter. Pretty much any of the martial arts are going to be hard for us. See, try to get a positioning for a snipe there, and I'm double gap closed on immediately by the Striker. Whiffed my identity there as well. Caught the Deathblade with a Claymore Mine, but then I walked too forward here. That was a massive mistake. Here's what I could have done better there. I had definitely had better options here. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I didn't need... So here's what I was trying to do. I was trying to walk forward to get the insta-tap charge shot. But I didn't need to do that. I could have just stayed there and did a one charge, and it would have been far enough range to help him. But I felt like I could save my Paladin in time, but it ended up being a mistake because I just walked myself into danger's way as well. So now I get stunned. Probably kills the paladin here. Potentially me as well. No. There, I finish up. I could have done that and saved the paladin if I didn't make the mistake. So the striker finishes me, but I caught him with an atomic arrow. That's going to cost him his roll. Hopefully that plays an impact here at the end. So striker no roll there, and he does get finished up, and now it's 7-5. We're looking pretty good to finish this game up. And it looks like we will do just that. So it was a pretty sloppy game on my end, but you can kind of see what I'm trying to do throughout the whole game. And how I wasn't just constantly standing in the middle going for snipes, because I knew versus this comp, versus a Deathblade, striker, and artillerist, you're not going to just be able to stand in the middle and get away with snipes. You saw me try to do it one time, and I was at my spawn, and the striker was at the top of my screen, and he was able to double gap close on me and interrupt the snipe almost immediately before I even had it like halfway charged. But you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. Peel for the team with the atomic arrows, set them up with the claymore mines, and that initial play at the beginning of the match is very important. It really set the tempo for the match. I mean, the game started 15 seconds into it. The striker was 30% HP with no roll, and he ended up dying shortly after that. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope this helped you as well. Obviously, it wasn't. I could have cherry picked the game where I played amazing, but I didn't. I decided to pick the game where I got diamond. It was a tough match, like it should be, and this is what we had. So hope you enjoyed it. Peace, everybody. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Peace, guys. Have a great day.